bread and butter, what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number one, number two never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna cop my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah, I buy like 23. Whoa, won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, yeah, we here. Reaching my goals, I do not feel ashamed. I'm a dog, I'm a beast, and I cannot be tamed. I don't do it for fame, it's the love for the game. I go in like I'm trained. I'm prepared for the rain, they amazed. I ain't break from the sticks and stones they threw.
Today, from AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas, it's Week 5 of the NFL on EA Sports.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On 1st down, Jones. It's brought in by Jeffrey. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Complete.
Pretty darn good, as you see right there on your screen.
I'll echo that. Darn good. 2 touchdowns, right? And the ability to be in sync with each other, right? To understand that he's going to be where the quarterback expects him to be when the ball's thrown.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. It's complete to Golden Tate.
Jones pass.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 12. 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another 1st down.
1st down, New York.
They'll run for the first time with Dion Lewis. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now it looks like we've got a Cowboy shaken up down there on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. From the gun, Jones finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he's going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 22-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st down.
How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Randy Gregory. In there to bury him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And he's going to go down again. Credit the sack to Leighton Vander Esch. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
A big gain.
And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that one. Both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
47. Watch the twitch. Watch the twitch. Mike's under.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect. How
about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
Thomas. 10 yards on the pickup.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football.
Golden Tate's gonna go. Touchdown, Giants.
Golden Tate.
Golden Tate, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
Brandon, they just got the ball, and already they're in the end zone, and you're getting ready to talk about the PAT. That was fast.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows to 10-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they'll watch this one fall in the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
2nd drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
He's taken down.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide. I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter. And a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the Giants' 40-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. It's a good run on 1st down, followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And my goodness, this is incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 16 yards, a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they were able to put the pen to the paper this week, get this deal done, contract extension. And I'm sure that the coach's front office happy. He's got to be happy too, though.
He's got to be relieved. He doesn't have to worry about moving now. Doesn't have to worry about not having a team. He's back with a team he's comfortable with and where he feels he belongs.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. Well, they were coming out of the 4-3 defensively. Pressure coming off that right side from the DN.
And that's the blind side of most quarterbacks. If you're right-handed, that's the side you don't see quite as well. And that's why you rely on your left tackle, maybe your highest-paid offensive lineman, to take care of you. In this situation, that didn't happen.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this 1st quarter. DeMarcus Lawrence providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Zeke and the Cowboys ready to begin their next drive. Whatever he was doing in September, they're hoping that that carries over now to October because he was sensational last month.
He absolutely was, and we all know where it started at the end of last season, right? All the offseason preparation, the weight workouts, the sprints, right? The vision that he had, what he was going to do this season, and of course it all came together with the rest of the team. Those big fellas up front, leverage, and boy, are they getting downfield and creating extra blocks for him.
They really are. Everyone's been doing their job so far to create those holes. Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
CeeDee Lamb was my favorite receiver in this year's draft, and it's still hard for me to believe that he lasted till the 17th pick of the 1st round. No one took him before that, and Dallas, surprisingly, finds him available, takes him, and you see why. Great hands, great route running. This guy is Mr. Excitement.
And 9.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Hey, kill. 27. Go. Get out there. Here we go.
Prescott from the gun. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Throwing, Prescott. He'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Oh, boy. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down.
49-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. Finds his tight end, Ingram. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Sometimes in the run game, you can make the argument that quickness beats size. And how about the example right here?
On 2nd down, Elliott. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun again to Elliott. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
4th and 1.
The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. So as they take it over, we step aside. So here's Greg Zuerlein now as he'll try for the field goal. This from 44 yards away. Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
Cowboys 3.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points. Not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Here's Jones. Throwing on 1st down. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now Jones. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards for him there. It's a 1st down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On the draw, this is Lewis. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 35-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jones, and that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Jordan Evans in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. And this won't get there, won't be online either. It's no good, off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2.
47-yard line.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 22 yards there, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
First down carry by Elliott. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Elliott, the ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 15-yard line. 11 yards there, first down.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
10th carry now for Elliott. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The stop made there by Gerald McCoy.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. Give him 3 on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Credit the Giants' defense that time in pass coverage. 4th down.
Incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Zerline's kick is good. And that'll bring him back within 4.
Makes the score Giants 10.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Now here comes Daniel Jones and the Giants again. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it.
10. Cowboys 6.
So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Here's Prescott. Open man right side is Ingram. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
At the 36-yard line.
A give to Elliott. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. And he floated one out there, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Prescott to throw it. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First down, and it's Pollard again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
On the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6. Is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he's got a first down and then some in midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
Now Jones on 1st and 10. It's hauled in by Shepard. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Giants.
Now Lewis here on first down. Oh, and Lewis lost the football.
Golden Tate, the ball carrier. fumble on the play.
Could have been a costly mistake, but as it turns out, they keep possession.
You can't give away these types of opportunities in the red zone. And I'm sure that was flashing through his brain as the ball escaped his hands. Fortunately for him, able to get picked up by his team, fumble recovered. They still have an opportunity deep in the red zone.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First down.
Jones now on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Off the edge, it's Tyrone Crawford with a sack. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Operating from the gun, Jones. Complete. This is Lewis. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and that's going to tie us at 13.
13 all.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Dallas offense back out onto the field. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
Now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
No gain on the play.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2nd down, Prescott. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
1st and 10 at the 40.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Behind the line of
I think we have to give all the credit to the defense there. Very disciplined in their approach. Never allowed a cutback lane, which was exactly what he was looking for. They end up forcing him out of bounds for a loss.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Pollard again. Space to run past the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a 1st down with his very next run.
On 1st down, it's Elliott. A tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. It's a pickup of 6, and that is going to do it for this third quarter. Back now in Arlington. All even as we get ready to start the fourth. They go to Elliott again. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys have broken the tie. And his kick is right through. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown run by Ezekiel Elliott. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Giants take over first.
And New York set to take the field. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. On 1st and 10, Jones. And Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeMarcus Lawrence picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
And it's 3rd down.
Jones throwing on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. A 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
So here are the Cowboys to take over. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
37-yard line.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. On 2nd and 9, Prescott able to hit his target Lamb. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Couple of 1st downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Now Prescott. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
The ball carrier.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. It's a first down on a gain of 10. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup.
Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. And they'll get this down to the 10. Give them 14 on that one, and a first down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. Here's second and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Giants going to burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His third field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
At their own 25 yards.
So now Jones and the Giants down by 10. 1:44 to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. First and 10. Here's Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And his throw is incomplete. Golden Tate, his intended receiver. But it'll be second down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. And out across midfield down to the 45. Excellent play there on third down. Give him 25 yards. He gets it to Thomas. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Now Jones from the gun on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And Gano's kick is right through. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Cowboys 23.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now this one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
The Cowboys offense heading back out and ready to go again. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. And now here comes their final timeout as they take it with 8 ticks remaining. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for the Cowboys, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get to stay put.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get